Hello guys, in this lecture we learn concept of decorators. In previous lecture we learned how to work with nested functions, right? And now it is time to learn decorators. I want to say something about decorators. Actually it is not simple to understand sometimes decorators. You need to maybe watch this video maybe more than 2-3 times, because also you can look at something on internet also about decorators, because it's not easy to understand decorators. Okay, but I will try to do my best, and I will give many examples about decorators, and I hope you will also understand how decorators works with our functions. Okay, and let's read its definition here. And decorators are used to modify existing functions without changing their definitions. Okay, and it helps us not repeating our codes also. This is also important. Simply we can say that a decorator is a function that takes in another function and returns another function. Okay, what I mean here I have a syntax for decorators. It's like here we will say decorator function and after that our function. Okay, actually it must be like that, our decorator function, and before and after that we need to type our function. We can use decorator functions like that. This is syntax for decorators. Okay, and let's make our examples and we will understand how decorators works. Okay, and first I will create here and definition, and I will say this is my decorator. Okay, upper, and now we need to give a parameter, okay, for our decorator function. Here usually developers they use wrapper. Okay, they name it the second function wrapper. Doesn't matter, you can name whatever you want, and I will also name it wrapper. Okay, and after that here I will say f equals to my func. Okay, that one, this function, and here I need to say return f dot upper. Upper is a built-in function, by the way, here. Okay, and here what I need to say, last thing I need to return again. Which one I will return? Of course the child function. It is a wrapper, right? Like before we learned in previous lecture. I will say return wrapper. Okay, and here what I need, I will here create another function like here, syntax for decorators. Check it. Here I will say def, let's say greeting. Okay, our function name, and after that here I will say return hello. And now how I need to call my function right here, greeting. Okay, how can I use decorators? As I said here, we need to say, we need to call our decorator function, and here I will say at upper. Okay, that's all, and we don't need to use parentheses. Okay, now if I call my function, let's check it. As you see here, I said return greeting function returns hello, but we're with lower cases, right? We said this is upper function, is it will make it capitalize all the letters. It will make all letters will be capital. Okay, it will capitalize all letters here. Let's press shift and enter. As you see now my decorator function works well, and this function normally it returns hello. If you don't use this one, let's check it like that. Okay, and let's if you don't use decorator, as you see my output is hello, but all letters lowercase, right? But here if I use decorator function, now let's activate it, and now as you see now all letters they are capital letters. Okay, this is how we can use decorator functions. Okay, let's make another example. Here I will say def square. Okay, and here of course I need to pass argument func. Okay, and again def wrapper. Okay, and for the wrapper I will pass this time arcs. Okay, like before we learned. Here I don't need here parameters, but here I will use parameters. Okay, arcs, and after that here I will say like before f is equal to func star arcs. Okay, and after that here what I say, I want to make I want to find square of my numbers, so I will say return f times f. Okay, and after that, what I need to return? I need to return my wrapper function. I will say wrapper. Okay, and here let's create our another function, and I will say here def. Now I will say add. Okay, here I will use two arguments, a and b. I will only say return a plus b. Okay, and now how I can use my square function? I will come to here and I will say decorated, right? And now I need to call my function. It is add, right? I will say add 2 and 3, okay, for my arguments, and after that let's talk about it. Now if I press shift and enter, as you see, Python returned me 25. Why it's like that? Because firstly, this function, it makes addition. 2 plus 3, it is 5. But here I use square function also. Square of 5 is 25. It's work like that. Okay, our decoration square function here applied to add function. I already here prepared a definition. What this means, the result of our add function will be passed into square function as an argument. Okay, hence the result of add function is multiplied by our decorator function. Okay, this result will be passed here, and after that we will make multiplication for our result of add function. Okay, and also this is something of course we already learned how to use lambda functions, right? We can also use the decorators. We can create our decorators with lambda functions also. I will create an example about it. Not very simple. Sometimes it's not flexible to use lambda function, but of course we can do it because lambda functions, they are also a function. You know, so that's why we can also use lambda functions when we want to create our decorators. Okay, here I will say the same one I will use. Okay, but this function with lambda, I will say upper. Again I will say func. Okay, and after that here, and I will say f is equal my func, right? And now I will not here upper. Here I will not create wrapper function because I will create it with lambda. Okay, so what I need to say here, I will say only return, okay, lambda and colon f dot upper. Okay, and now here I will say this one, sorry, we are creating this function with lambda, and here what I need to, let's copy this guys here. Okay, and I will come and paste it here. Okay, now if I press shift and enter, as you see, I create my decorators with also lambda function. Okay, and our last example, actually this one is the very good example. As you remember what I said about here decorators, I said decorators are used to modify existing functions without changing their definitions, and it helps us not repeating our codes. Now this example is very good, and we will understand how if we use decorators we will not repeat our codes, and it will, of course this is more professional way to use decorators. Okay, here I want to create two different functions. Okay, but before that I want to import time module. Okay, import time I will say, and here I will say def for multiply, and I will use again args. For args, of course we can say also nums. Okay, doesn't matter, argument name, and star nums. And after that here I will say I want to find the time, how long it takes. Okay, our function, how long it takes when we run our function. I want to find how long it will take our function is running. Okay, so I will say start is equal to time dot time. This function, this variable actually will give us a second. Okay, after that here I will say result is equal to an empty list. Okay, I will say list, and now I need to use for loop for num in nums, of course, right? And after that I will say result dot append num times 9, because I want to find square of my items, okay, list items. And here I will say I want to find end time also. End is equal to time dot time, okay. And now I will say print it took, okay. Here I will say, now this is, it must be string value, so I will say string ctr and minus start, okay. And for other function I will create here def add function, okay. Again I will say star nums, okay. And the same thing I will say here, start is okay, yes, it's here. Start is equal to time dot time, okay, parenthesis. And after that here I will create another empty list. Again, let's say result, okay, is equal to empty list. And now I need to use again for loop for num in nums, right here, our nums. And I will say here result dot append num plus num, okay. And here what I need to find end time, okay. I will say end is equal to time dot time, and here I will say again print it took execution time. We try to find execution time here, okay. Took, let's say like that, and after that here I will say ctr and minus start, okay. And this function and start and if I print it out, I will find execution time for this function, okay. And after that what I need to say here, also something actually missing, I need to say here return our result, right, like before, return result, okay. And here also I need to say return result, okay, return result, okay. Now if I come to here and if I say, if I call my functions for the square, I say multiplication, I will say here let's use range function, okay. And range, what can I give? I can give like 100, okay, items. And for the add I will say add star range, let's say again 100, okay. And let's run it. As you see it said 0.0. It's really, my computer or Python is really fast, so it's 0 time. And let's say here 10,000. I think that time it will work, okay. As you see now I have numbers here. It took, again it's really my computer or fast or Python, I don't know which one is faster. It took, it said this is my time, okay, execution time, and this one is also execution time. As you see here multiplication is took longer than addition, okay. But here something wrong about it. Let's talk about it, okay. Now here I repeating code, right. This is the execution for the execution time, okay. And also it is not good, because if you want to create, you know, good programs, and we must write better codes, right. Now here I am repeating. How can I solve this problem? Here if I create a decorator function, and after that I can apply this decorator function for my function, and I will not repeat my codes, right. How can I do that? Here I will come, let's copy these guys here, okay, and let's create our decorators. I will say here let's delete these guys, okay, this one and this one also, right, and this one, okay, and also this one. Now I will create my decorator function, okay. Here I will say for the decorator we can create it here or here, doesn't matter actually. Let's create this decorator, okay, and the func. Here I will say def wrapper, okay, and it's now I need to use argument, and I will say star because I don't know how many arguments I will pass into my function, right? And star, let's say arcs, okay, and here for the start I will say start is equal to time dot time with parentheses, and the result is equal to my function, right? Arguments, right? Arcs, and here I need to say end is equal to time dot time, okay, and I will say print it took like that, and here I can say ctr and minus start, and what's the next? I need to return my result, okay, like before, and here what I need to return? I need to return my wrapper, right? I will say wrapper, okay, so here I will say return wrapper, okay. That's all. Now we can use our decorator function. How can I use it? I will say here come and here copy this guy here, and here I will say add decorator, and here I will say decorate my function, add function also. I can use it like that, and this guy is also here. Now it's ready to use. Let's press shift and enter and let's check it is working or not, okay. And now shift and enter, it said invalid syntax. Where is what is wrong here with decorator function? And here, yes, I need to add def, right? Now let's check it. Now if I press shift and enter, as you see, it also working. It said it, I think it's faster if you compare this one and the other one. I think that one is faster. Yes, that one is no. Result for the results, yes, that one. If you use decorator, this is faster also. You see 0.001, 0.02. So that means if you create this our function with decorators, it will be faster, okay. And as you see, it is really simple because we only create one decorators and the decorator function, and we also apply this decorator function for our add and also square. Actually here we find square of our numbers. You can think like we can have maybe 100 functions, and also if we need to apply this timing function, for example, for 100 our 100 functions, we can create only one decorator and use it for each function, okay. This is how decorators works, and it's really a good way to create our codes, and it's better, of course it is more professional way to when we create our Python programs. For now, that's all. See you in the next.